Now, I know I know you guys love a Brexit chat and love a UK election chat, so can we all just end on unity here? Let's all end holding hands about how freaking scary Jeremy Corbyn is. Now, apart from the fact that this bloke has got, well, $1 trillion worth of promises, £1 trillion worth of promises that he's been making, apart from, of course, the let's have a second vote, of which I will campaign against, leaving the EU position and so much more, the selling off of private schools, take your pick. Don't forget, of course, he would be in charge of the military. He would be in charge of the national security policy of the UK. Oh, that's right. And this is what he had to say about the death of the boss of ISIS.
If we preach international law and international legal process through the International Court of Justice in The Hague, then we should carry it out. And if it's possible to arrest somebody and put them on trial, then that is what should have been done, and that is what I said about the death in 2011, and it would continue to be my principle.
By the way, of course, Baghdadi was not only confronted by American troops, but ended up being killed by them because he blew himself up and killed one of his daughters while he was doing it. Good luck being able to put handcuffs onto him. Of course, now good luck trying to find his hands. But Nicholas, this is your man, your team.
Go on, Nicholas.
Steady on there, Paul. Steady on, Paul Murray. Come on.
I'm just giving it back to you on the chin, mate.
So look, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, as a statement of principle, it's probably correct, OK? When you can, you should arrest someone and bring them to justice in the international court.
Get to the butt quickly.
But that isn't always the operational reality, is it? And I think,
Nicholas.
you know, I'm hoping he maybe spoke for a few more minutes and made that point clear.
I honestly didn't think you would have the gall to defend him. But
if he didn't, then I think he was giving a very, very one-sided view of the reality of the battlefield.
And you wouldn't think Stalin should be poisoned either, I bet. You'd defend him as well. The bottom line is the man is a Marxist.
That's a low blow.
That is a hit, yes.
He is a Marxist. He wants to see revolution. Supports world government. He's an absolute disaster. And I honestly didn't think that even you would stoop to defend him. But as I keep saying, Nicholas, there is a potential for you. If you just give up your socialism, you could really be a nice person.
James?
I didn't actually defend the bloke, OK?
Well, just say it. Don't find the reasoning why he said it. Just say whether you agree with him or not.
As a statement of principle, it was probably OK, but it ignored operational reality.
All right, what do you think, James, about this? Because, to be honest, it's one of those things where some people kind of present themselves where you forget, like Trump, right? So Trump was all about make America great again, and then it's like, oh, that's right, he's got to run foreign policy. Well, you know, this bloke's all about redistribute wealth, etc., etc. Oh, that's right, he's going to be in charge of national security.
Oh, yeah, but that's not the... I mean, that's not the worst thing about him. I mean, the economic stuff's bad. Britain would be a dead weight in NATO. He would basically sabotage it. He's an opponent, long-time opponent of NATO. That's not a mystery. The thing to understand about Corbyn, though, that I don't think people really grasp here is that we look at him and go, oh, he's very left, you know. He's
evil.
He's way out there. He's to the left. He's a socialist. And Australians, I don't think, grasp him because what is at the core of Corbyn and the clique around him is that they were active supporters of the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Most of the left in Australia they don't get jazzed by violence the way that people like Corbyn do. Corbyn has sucked up over the years, and I mean over the decades, to basically the worst people on the planet. Mm-hmm. Whether it's Cuba, Venezuela, Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran, and closer to home, the Provisional IRA. It needs to be understood, Jeremy Corbyn was an active supporter of the IRA. Now, he tries to dress this up these days as, oh, I was in favour of the peace process in Ireland. He was in favour of the peace process in Ireland. He wanted the IRA to win. It's very, very simple. Weeks after the Provisional IRA tried to murder the British cabinet at Brighton, he invited representatives of Sinn Féin to the House of Commons. Sinn Féin and the IRA are the same thing. There's no difference between them. There are lots and lots of reasons why the hard left in the UK went down this road. But you got to understand there are fundamentally different people outside of the Stalinist wing of the New South Wales Greens. There isn't the same sort of people in Australian politics who are as into bad people because they do violent things and are jazzed by it.
Yeah.
He is, without question, the most sinister political figure who has come close to running a Western government that we have seen since the Second World War. He really is that bad.
I agree.
And never mind the economics and all of that other stuff. And I haven't even had time, I'm sure you're going to go to an ad, he's also a raging anti-Semite.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, he
absolutely.
is. Absolutely.